Hello. Hello. God, I look taller than you then. Because I'm bending down. We're in the new house. It's probably really echoey.
Yeah.
Oh well. Oh well. Oh well, we're in. You probably will have just seen us like opening the door, which I think we've just decided we're going to split these videos up because it'll be really long, but
That's actually probably really annoying. I feel like if I was watching that vlog, I'd be like,
open the door, go in! Well, yeah, we thought it would be nice to kind of sit down today and just debrief with you all and tell you about why we've bought the second house, that our plans for the future, like what's happening with the cottage.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we went into that much depth.
have we mentioned that this is the second house? Because just then you said why we bought the second house, and I'm like, did we actually say that?
Don't know. We're gonna go into it, but we're in the kitchen at the moment. Look how light it is.
I know. Toby's been walking around like, oh my god, it's so bright, because obviously in the cottage, it's a cottage, so it's a lot darker.
Yeah.
And Toby's like got his phone out like, it's so bright for filming and stuff.
Yeah, honestly.
Which it is, like we're facing, it should be dark right now, shouldn't it? The
If
way
I
we're
turn it
facing.
around, let's see, it'll probably be so much brighter even. Yeah, look at the lighting.
We're like bleached.
This is just on auto as well, so yeah,
so
it's good.
So
But
exciting.
yeah, we're gonna open a bottle of, I've kind of shown you the kitchen. I wasn't gonna give you a house tour, but this is the kitchen. But yeah, we're gonna open a bottle of champagne now and then we'll set up in the other room. I'm waiting for champagne and Mikey's already like faffing with...
I feel like this is me down to a T, like I'm straight into like the clock set to the right.
I know, and I'm just like, I wanna have a glass of champagne. This is also my first, look, we bought 2 bottles and then some.
Which one should we go for?
I think we should go for the Moet.
Classic.
Yeah.
Just normal.
And then we bought a couple of glasses as well. Also the owners, the previous owners, bought us a couple of gifts, which is so kind, so we could always open those now, have a little look. Yeah, just so nice. Where should we sit?
I think in the other room.
Yeah, it's a bit warmer.
If anyone wants a recommendation for a really nice champagne glass, these ones, they actually need a little wash out. But they're so nice, they're like the little Pattinger ones.
Yeah.
And they only fit a really small glass in, so you can have like a lot more than you normally
Now 4 and
You
it's
feel
2.
like- yeah.
Yeah,
And they're
it's
just
really nice.
so cute and dainty.
They are cute. Right, ready?
Yeah.
First bottle of champagne opened in the new house. Do it on my phone as well for Instagram.
Do you want to open it?
No, I'll show you doing it. Wait there, let me.
Am I opening it the right way? Ready?
Ready?
I tell you are.
Woo! Cheers.
Sorry.
Cheers.
Right.
First taste of alcohol.
Cheers again, because I feel like...
Cheers. I honestly feel so happy. It's so weird because... This is my first drink in 3 months.
You sound like those TikTok videos where you're like, hi, my name's Toby and this is my first drink.
Almost makes me shut up.
Do you feel like, you know, when you used to drink alcohol and it was the first time and you drink and then you'll be like...
Yeah.
You'll be like, oh, that's so nice.
I mean, you've done a shot in a club and you're like... It's funny. I feel like I'm sat weirdly. It's hard because we don't have any furniture.
We have 0 furniture.
There is nothing here at all.
What should we talk about then? It's so weird because obviously you will have seen the video that we've done, but we have not told a single soul. No one knows. We've just told my parents, but
that's
only because they're
long story short, they're in Bali and Mikey's dad got taken to hospital for appendicitis and then did it burst.
Yeah, he was in hospital for about 4 days, was it? And he's just been discharged and then they've moved to a hotel because he can't fly back for another 5 days or something.
So we were going to wait to tell them until they got
this
home.
weekend, so we had to tell them on the phone because...
And then we haven't told my parents because my sister has had her baby, which I think I mentioned in the last video. So she's had a little boy called Sonny.
Yes.
Is it Santino? Santino?
No.
I think it's Santino. Her husband's Italian, so Santino
depends
Mazzotta.
what he's going to be christened. Well, he probably won't be christened, but depends what they register him as.
Yeah. So it's all just been going on, so we still haven't told anyone, so
so weird.
So it's even weird just being like talking to the camera about it now so openly, but do you want to run through what we've done today, like when we got here?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm trying to talk less. I know I just interrupted, but I'm trying to like practice not talking so much.
It's funny though, because that is how our relationship is. Quite a lot of people have said that I sit and say yeah, which is absolutely true. But I've clocked myself now doing it when we're not filming, and I'm just like, that is what we do. Like both of us do it to each other, but when we're obviously vlogging, you're kind of the main character. And in life. But when we're having conversations, we both say yeah to each other to like acknowledge that we're listening to the other one.
Yeah.
Just like that. So we got here about an hour and a half ago, I think.
Yeah.
The previous owner, met us here. She showed us round.
She's so nice.
She's so nice, and it was really handy, like so much better than having an estate agent, because she could show us like how the heating worked, how the boiler worked, like all of the like boring stuff that you forget to ask. That was really handy. She's so nice, and they left us a little present, like Toby said, which is so kind.
Yeah, very kind.
We really didn't want to leave straight away, but it was about 2 o'clock and we hadn't eaten anything, so we were like, let's go to the shop, which is only a 10-minute walk away from us, which some people would be like, that's still far, but it was...
I mean, there are shops within a minute.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I mean, we went to M&S, like a proper supermarket on a high street with loads of shops, so we were like, that is a massive novelty to us.
Yeah. Yeah, anyone who's living
in the country,
anyone who's lived in like a rural setting will know that even being able to drive 10 minutes to get to a supermarket is nice.
It's
but
nice,
being able to just walk, like, it was like 8 minutes.
I know. We had to drag ourselves out to go and get some food because we did not want to leave. And then we've just come back. We had wraps.
We sat in front of the fire. We've got a big fire.
So nice.
We'll show you all of that soon.
Yeah, sat in front of them, and
that's it.
And then just like looked around and basically were giddy with excitement. We were actually dancing around the living room.
Yeah, we were. But yeah, I thought it would just be good to kind of do like a little bit of an interim vlog before we crack on with like a house tour and plans for like furniture and everything, just to kind of explain why we bought this house and I guess like what's going to happen with the cottage and all of that stuff. And basically I think we have spoken about this a lot, and if you've been here for a while you'll definitely know this, but for anyone that's new, we thought that we wanted to sell our cottage because we wanted more space and wanted to relocate. That was kind of our goal. Yeah. So we wanted to get, I don't even know why, but we wanted maybe like a 3 or 4 bedroom house to have space to like host more people, and we also kind of wanted to try living somewhere new, and Cheltenham was one of those places that we were looking to move, and we had offered on a house when we had sold ours, and that was kind of the plan. And we had already seen this house listed, but it was too small for us because it's basically like a 1-bedroom, like muse, like bungalow type house. And yeah, we thought that it would be too small. And then when our house sale fell through, we basically had a lot of conversations about why we wanted to move in the first place, and kind of that we didn't really need to. We just felt a lot of pressure to have like a bigger house, or
we just felt like the next feels like what you should do, like you should just upsize your house when you move and sell. So we just thought, I think we just didn't really think.
We didn't think, I think we just thought creatively as well, like it was a project and it was something to like get our teeth into. And we've had conversations on the channel before about babies and children, and my sister's obviously just had a child, and I think we felt like we're not wanting children right now, not to say that we won't ever, but right now we've got other priorities in our life, and there was a feeling, I think, of okay, well, we're not doing that, so let's do something else to prove our worth.
To prove that we could do that.
And we
even
could,
if we don't, like we could
Christmas, we could all of those things. And so we sat back and we spent a few weeks just at the start of this year just really thinking about what we actually wanted and what was important to us, I guess. And I think, like a lot of people, what was most important was how we felt. Rather than doing things just to please other people, which I know we've done, and other people make decisions. And that's so natural to do, but we decided that we love our house. We've made it perfect for us and for what we want. And we know we could sell it if we wanted to. We've had, every time we've tried to sell it, we've had multiple offers in a week. We've had people obviously message saying they love the cottage and they'd like to buy it, which is so kind. But I think we decided that actually maybe it wasn't the right time, and now I'm so glad we've done that.
Yeah.
And we can keep that kind of like, it's never finished, there's still things we want to do. The garden's coming this summer. But we can keep the cottage, and we could have an even smaller, this house is smaller than the cottage, place in the centre of a town we really love.
Yeah, because we've said so much, and I feel like I always say this, but we are so torn between city and country. Like, we really do live almost two different lives.
Yeah,
we do, if we have to go to London or something, we really enjoy being in the city and really enjoy being in the country. So this almost felt like, when our house sale fell through and we came to look at this house, it almost just felt like, oh my God, we could do it.
Yeah, it was like, I guess in the same way a lot of people would buy like a holiday home, or they might buy a second property to rent to people or something. We didn't feel like we wanted to do that because we didn't feel like it would benefit us, and we're not, as people, I know this might sound ridiculous, we're not necessarily like money motivated. Like, we didn't want to earn money by owning a house, or we did it because we wanted to buy.
It's more like we wanted to spend our money to enjoy it rather than spend our money to make money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so I think we just felt like this was a really good way of getting the balance of like country living and more central living in a place we'd wanted to live for a while, and gives us kind of two different spaces. And so we're keeping the cottage, which, cheers to that. And I feel like that's, a lot of people have asked me stuff like that, like what's happening to the cottage now? And
obviously it's so nice because it's completely not taken, like there's no sadness, because we were always like, it'd be so sad to leave the cottage.
I was gutted when, like, which is so stupid because we decided to, but I was really, really gutted the nearer we were getting to selling the cottage, and I got really upset.
It felt like it was going to feel really, really bitter, well, just sad really, because we hadn't actually found a house that we were going to be moving to on the day that we would have been moving out of the cottage, so it would have actually just been really sad.
Yeah, we couldn't find anywhere we liked, so such a blessing that fell through. And now, I don't know, everything works out for a reason, and we basically saw this house a couple of months ago and we just fell in love with it, and it felt like the perfect mix of like old and new. And
I feel like just when people say when you know, that was so true. Like, as soon as we walked through the door, it was just like, this is it. This is what we're meant to be. Because when we came to look at this house, we weren't 100% sure whether we were going to keep the cottage or sell it again. And then when we walked through the door here, we were just like, no, definitely keep the cottage and do this. It's just exactly what we wanted to do.
And it's just, 100% the right thing, and we're so happy and
very grateful.
Very grateful. I guess to tell you a bit, have we just gone blurry? No. To tell you a bit about the house. So it's, I already said, obviously it's like a lodge muse type house, would you say? It's new.
Well, it's
5 years.
Yeah, it's built in. No, I think it's actually like 7 years old.
So it's old.
It's actually really old.
Our house is 200 years old. This one is 7.
Which is quite different for us.
Really different for us. But hopefully when I do a tour, which will be the next vlog, I haven't said this, but we'll probably get back to 2 videos now, because
at least for the time being,
surgery's done, and we can show we have a lot more like going on that we want to share over the next few weeks. But the house is new, but hopefully you'll see when we do a tour, the next video, why we chose it, because
it's not like a new build that's not even standard, but just like replica. Obviously, if you live in a new build estate or something, they all are the same, which there's nothing wrong with that, but it's very like it's not something you would expect.
It's like a one-off house, and it has like, it's had a lot of like architectural details added. It's really exciting. I'm really excited to show you. We're gonna.
I feel like I just want to start showing you now, but we're trying to like split the videos up.
Also, we've already been talking now for like 15 minutes as well, so we should probably round it off. But we are so excited, and so I think just like overwhelmed that this is like something we're getting to do. Like I feel strange saying that this is our home now.
Yeah, so grateful.
But it was for us, just to like say it simply, it was instead of getting kind of one more expensive, bigger home, we decided that
this is
we
like
would
a lot cheaper than what we were looking at.
And so our life, and it would add more value to our life. We can get that benefit of both places, and who knows what happens in the future. But we're really excited about it, and I don't know if it's showing how happy we are, but I feel so happy.
We're almost in a little bit of disbelief. Like for ages, because things kept falling through, we have almost trained ourselves to expect the worst. So even now, I think it's kind of now we have to like train ourselves to stop being like you almost don't want to celebrate too hard, because you're like, what if something goes wrong? But you're like, no, we are in the house and we own it.
Yeah, it's so strange. I think also it's my sister's 30th birthday today.
Going on.
She had a baby last night. It was supposed to be on the same day, but it got moved last minute. Your dad being in hospital until literally last night.
Yeah.
So there's been so much going on this last week, we just haven't...
Almost just feels like can't quite concentrate.
Yeah, so strange. So that's it. That's why we bought the house, what we're doing here, how we're splitting off. Oh, we haven't said how we're splitting our time. We're going to be doing half and half, basically. Yeah. We're going to be...
I have to work in Bristol in like
random days,
so it made sense to just kind of split our time based on that.
We'll be completely between the two, and before anyone says, we have security and neighbours,
like security cameras and everything installed. So
but in the other house, and we're having it done here by the time this video is live, so we're being like safe and and they're both in obviously like busy areas, so that's good. But we're so excited, and that's it.
That's it. We're so excited, and that's
it. We're excited, and that's it. And get ready for the tour.
Yeah, next time we'll show you around. Cheers!
Cheers! Right, should we film a little tour?
I want another glass.
Yes.